Hello, this is Scott with the Flatwater Live YouTube channel. In this video, I do a quick round-trip flatwater paddle up the Little Miami River started in Milford.
Well, hello. We are on the Little Miami, right in front of the canoe access point by the American Legions in Milford. And we'll be going upstream for about a little less than a mile and coming back down. Here we go. Nice, beautiful November day. Water is about, I think it was not 5.5, like 5.25 feet. Let's see. Let me adjust you back a little bit. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. It's November 2nd, 2025. Nice autumn day. Temperature, I believe, is in the mid-50s. This is a very nice stretch of land if you want to, stretch of river, I guess I should say, if you want to park and come back to your car. It's pretty much still water from the American Legions up a little less than a mile. I believe you could get out, but I have not done that yet. And there's just some rapids in about a mile. To our left, which I saw the other night, is a unfortunately dead deer floating at the over there, the base of that little inlet creek. Went over there thinking it was trash, and now it's fortunately a deer that's floating in the river. There's a sign for Milford Water Department. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't see any inlets or anything. I mean, pipes or anything. And when the water's a little bit deeper, there is a nice tree over here that someone had put some ladder pegs on and a rope you can jump from. River's a little bit shallow to try that, and a little cold. As you can see, the river is pretty still. Not much of a current. Makes going upstream a lot easier. There are a couple of rocks in the middle of the river right up here. Need to be a little careful. Some very nice houses with very long stairways down to the river over on our right. I do believe there's a submerged rock around here somewhere, so I'm going to give it a wide berth. Nice little heron in this, not a heron, whatever that bird is. Well, maybe a heron. But yeah, you can see some of the houses have stairways all the way almost down to the river. They have no trespassing signs. And this one right here is a little overgrown, so I don't think it gets used very much. But do have a nice view up there off of their deck.
This is Scott's Flatwater Life Avatar. This part of the video I stumbled through an inelegant explanation of why I am making this video. I hope this avatar voiceover does a better job. I fell in love with kayaking just recently and have been trying to get out paddling as much as possible. But I work 6 days a week and only have limited time after work and on Sundays. I live minutes away from the Little Miami River and so tried to find quick solo trips near me I could make. Unfortunately, there just is not a lot of information about solo round trips on the river. Most of what I found was suggestions on one-way trips downstream. The time and logistics of doing such a trip is just too difficult with the limited opportunities I had. So I started looking at access points on the river, on areas of relative flat water that I could paddle, upstream for a bit and then paddle back down to where I parked my car. Quick and easy. The videos are for other paddlers looking for similar trips. BUT, please be aware river conditions change all the time. Areas of flat water that I paddle at 5.25 feet may not be flat after a couple days of rain. When the depth is 8 feet, if you plan on doing any of these trips, I highly suggest you check the closest river gauge before proceeding to the river. And while I have you here, please be aware anytime I talk about the rapids that are halting my journey on this trip. It would be more correct to call them riffles or shallows.
I do hear gunshots in the distance every time I'm over here. I don't know if there's a gun range or what. And over on the right is a very long pipe coming up from the top. Except I noticed last time I was over here, it is broken halfway through, so obviously it hasn't been maintained. I presume it's just for water runoff. Yeah, I don't know if you can see halfway up the hill, it does look like there's a hose in there though, but halfway through the hill the pipe is broken. And off to the right there's a nice little bit of grass. Not sure. I don't see as a keep out there. And something over there, I'm not sure exactly what that is either. Looks like it could be a garden. But I might do more of these, I'm not sure. This one may not even see the light of day, I'm not sure. I do hope to be paddling more. Just started doing it a couple months ago, and then the summer ended. So I am out here with a wetsuit on, so I am protected in case I do emerge, but this kayak is extremely stable. So unless I do something stupid, I probably shouldn't go under, but the river is also not very long, so the wetsuit should protect me enough so I can get to the shore if need be. I do have a dry suit that actually just came, and I might use that and test out the waters in December. We have 3 kayaks, an inflatable, which is probably what I'll be using if I try it out in December. That one's the most stable, and the air inside of it insulates you from the water pretty good. And then this one, which is my nice all-around, nice Future Beach Fusion 124, 10.4 feet. It's a nice, just all-around basic beater kayak. And then I have a North Shore Aspect Sea Kayak, which for someone who's new to paddling is a little bit more adventurous to paddle. You got to keep your balance and so forth a little bit better. I'm just not as sure on the water, so I won't be using that in the winter at all. Well, we're getting a little bit of flow here. It's also, we're about to hit rock because it's pretty low. Let's get to the center of the river. Hopefully it'll be a little bit deeper there. But we're about to hit up here, about as far as we can go without getting out anyway. And we can see up there the little bit of rapids. I find it a little interesting. The right side, the leaves on the trees are still fairly green, and on the left side we got some nice variety of colors going on. Yep. Once again, so you can kind of see up there the little bit of light water happening. That's about as far as you can go without getting out. The current gets a little too strong for you to paddle through it, and you end up grinding on the rocks anyway. So there's a nice little rock shore on the right that you could get out and walk past it, but I'm more interested in just doing a don't get out, paddle up, paddle back, maybe paddle up again, depending on the day. I do like the sound of nice rushing water though. Nope, no gunfire. When I paddle here and the water's about a foot less than it is now, this is mostly all just rocks on the right hand side. It's kind of nice because the water does flow through it pretty nice. As you can see, we're reaching the end of our destination here. Won't be able to go much further without getting out, which I won't be doing. You can see the current. It's getting a little bit harder to paddle, and the boat is rocking a little bit. Yeah, you can see off to the right, it's kind of pretty with the all the water flowing through the rocks. Ooh, and the current wants to take me and turn me. Let's see how far we can go up. It's very pretty. Gotta be careful right here because there will be an odd rock sticking out. But I just like to sit here and watch the water flow for a bit. Careful when you turn, don't get into the too much current. It will want to flip me. But okay. Get a nice rest and a nice view. And now you don't have to paddle as hard because the current's pushing us along a little bit. At least until we get back to the flat water. Oh yeah, I can do this all day. It's a little inlet over here, but I don't believe you can get very far. And it's guarded by that floating deer. But maybe we'll take a peek. So I'm pretty sure it just ends almost right there, and it's more than a bog than anything. And that's that deer right in front of us. Oh. Ooh, am I gonna ground? No. Yes, and we want to ground. Okay. Looks like it's all silt. And let's go around the deer. We'll get too close to it. little bit deeper this way. Ooh, just got a whiff of deer. Not a pleasant smell. Yeah. I think you gotta wait for a little bit more rain. I think that's just all mud up there. Just gets shallower and shallower. Yeah, I can't go any farther. But looks like if there's a lot of rain, it's a decent little creek to paddle. Okay, time to hold my breath. And that little rocky shore up above, up front is where we started. There's a canoe access point there. Like I said, it's Milford next to the American Legion. Beyond there, there's rapids, so you can't actually even go further. But beyond that is the Milford Bridge. And then beyond the Milford Bridge on the right is Jim Terrell Park, which has a ramp that you can come and go. Unlike this, which is more just a dirt trail that they call an access point. But maybe we'll get a little closer to the rapids. Just take a quick look. But I tried the still water near the bridge, and it's only a little bit. You go above the bridge and there's rapids you would have to walk, and then a little farther are these rapids, and then the other way there's rapids going south on the river. Right there is the American Legion, and the path out is right there. But we're gonna go down, take a quick look at the little rapids up here before we turn around and finish for the day. Just a nice, quick little paddle. But I do enjoy this. This is one of my favorite paddles. Just like I said, a little less than a mile up and back. Well, a little less than a mile up and then a little less of a mile back. So you're doing about a mile and a half paddling. And we will not be going down this because I will not be able to get back without getting out of the kayak.